So this video is going to be about the difference between AI agents and AI automation, and how one can bring you more money and the other might just waste your time and energy. So by the end of this video, you will know when you want to use AI automation and when you want to use AI agents to maximize the quality and accuracy of your outcome. By clearly understanding the difference between these two, you will be able to implement the systems that you actually want. I have friends that use AI agents in the workflows where they are not even required. If the workflow is simple enough, you should only use AI automation. I'm gonna dig deeper into all that. So after a detailed differentiation between AI agents and AI automation, I'm gonna demonstrate how these workflows are running. Also, I'm gonna briefly explain what these nodes do and how I set them up. So here I want to make it very clear that AI agents and AI automation both are completely different technologies. Both have a big cost difference, and both of them deliver different results. They have different use purpose, different mechanism, different way of working. So first of all, let's just talk about AI automation. What is it and where all can we use it? And I figured that I should explain this concept with an analogy to deeply ingrain this entire framework in your mind. So think of AI automation like a very smart vending machine. You put in your dollar. If someone presses B4, it's gonna dispense the chips out. If someone pays an insufficient amount, it's gonna throw an error message. And if you press B4 and the item is out of stock, it's gonna say sold out. For every single event, it has particular outcome. It doesn't have to think on its own, and it's pre-programmed in AI automation. Every single input has certain output. So AI automation works the same way for the businesses. Let's take an example of email marketing. Let's say you have a community. So if a person subscribes to your community, send them a welcome email. If a person buys a product from you, send them the guidelines about the product. If a person unsubscribes your community, then remove them from the list. So let's take one more example of ordering an item from an AI automation workflow. Let's say you want to buy a red shirt for tomorrow's event. You check out the details of the product. You give the input as your body measurement and which color you want the shirt in. Then you place an order. You receive a confirmation email. Now, after quite a while, you got to know that the shirt you need for tomorrow's event should be in blue color. So you can't change the order that has been placed already unless you buy a new blue shirt. So this is where your automation breaks down, because it just wasn't programmed for this event. So AI automation workflows is like a robot, which is very fast, very reliable, and it strictly follows the instruction manual perfectly. But if it's not pre-programmed for some kind of input, it's gonna throw an error. So that is where our AI agents come in. Now, AI agents are completely different types of beasts. It's like hiring a really smart human being. Once you hire them, you do not have to give them your instruction manual or guidelines or anything. Instead, you explain your goal to them, you show them the example, you give them the context about the entire scenario, and just trust them to make good decisions. So let's go back to our red shirt, blue shirt example. So if you're using AI agents instead of AI automation for ordering your shirt, and if you wanted to correct your order by requesting a blue shirt, AI agent would first of all understand the complete context. That customer has an event tomorrow, how urgent it is. It will completely evaluate the situation, check the available option, whether the blue shirt is in the stock or not, and then it will make a decision. If there is a blue shirt, it's gonna make the changes in its database. Even the measurements of your body. If you wanted to change some measurement, you can just tell your AI agents that I made a mistake here and I want you to change these specific fields in my order, and it will do that for you, even though it's not pre-programmed for it, because it has the ability to think and make decisions. So since we have cleared out the fundamentals, I wanna demonstrate by giving you the live example how both of them work. So in the form submission, I have just mentioned two fields as of now, name and email. Then it will go to the Airtable where I have already created my database. So if you go to Airtable, here I have the base called marketing campaign automation. I have a table called leads. So once you fill all the information, operation create, base is marketing campaign automation, leads, it's gonna automatically fetch all the information from the table and show us the fields available. So once the data comes from this form, it's gonna go into this node, and we have dynamically set the JSON.name, which means that whatever input that's gonna come from our form, it's gonna automatically fill in this information. So my next node is Gmail, and the operation is set to send. Goes without saying that it will send an email. And yeah, if you wanna learn how to connect your Gmail account, and for that matter, any other apps account with the nodes present here, you're gonna have to create your API key and connect here. If you want to learn in detail in upcoming videos, I'm gonna show it to you. Yeah, this workflow is set, so let's test it out. Test workflow. It's gonna give us a form. We have to fill in our information. Chef query. Here I'm gonna type in my trash email. Submit. So once I submit this, as you can see, it's running in the Airtable node. I submitted my name and my email address, which was dynamically input in these two fields. And in the Gmail node, as you can see, the new lead has been added, and we can check here. Let's reload. You can see the new lead is added in your database. And if you want to ask them all these fields, their source campaign, lead generation, date, and everything, you can just set up in your form and they will fill all the information. And in my mail also, I have received the mail that new lead has been added. This workflow has basically everything pre-programmed. It knows what to do and what not to do. It is instructed to work and behave in certain ways for the specific type of inputs. Now let's move to our AI agent workflow. On form submission, I have set the fields name and minimum marketing budget. This node right here is just converting everything, all the inputs that we are getting, into a string, because our AI agent node only supports string values. So let's test our workflow. Test workflow. Here it will ask our name, and my marketing budget is $7,000. Let's submit this. In our workflow, as you can see, it is passing through all these nodes. Open router chat model is connected, which is basically brain of this AI agent, which provides the ability to think and reason and etc., which is using GPT 4o mini. So in the tool element, our AI agent is using Pinecone vector store. In Pinecone vector store, you can see there is a namespace called beta. So if you want to learn more about vector storage and how it works, there is a lot of information available out on YouTube, Google, etc. In this vector storage, I have pushed this document, which is our eligibility criteria. Now, AI agent will look into this documents and see if the client's information meets with this criteria. And you can use this type of AI agent for many models like customer support. You can push your terms and policies in the vector storage, and customers can, just chat with your AI model. It will access the document and give responses based on your policies. So, okay, once it has run, output is yes. My prompt to us: is this prospect eligible based on our eligibility criteria in Pinecone? Give the final output in yes and no only. If they are eligible, say yes. If they are not eligible, say no. Here's our system message. System message basically means we are telling our AI agent what their job is and how they should behave when they receive an input. So if you have access to a tool that can search a knowledge base of eligibility rules, use it to retrieve data from the Pinecone vector database when needed. So here in our next node, it's if node. We have set a condition where if JSON output, which is the output given by our AI agent, if a JSON output is not equal to no, in this case, which is true, because it's yes and yes is not equals to no, it's gonna pass the information through this path and it's gonna update the record in our Airtable database. And if the output, JSON output, is not equals to no, if instead of yes there was a value no, when no is not equals to no, which doesn't make sense, and it's false, no is equals to no, it's gonna pass it through this node. Let's test it out. See, one item is added in this path. Then we play this, it's gonna send a Gmail to my personal Gmail address, so we can check. In our Airtable database, one lead, Vidhan, with a marketing budget of $7,000 has been updated, and since I ran this node too, we should receive an email. See, so the client is not eligible for your services. So this is the difference between AI automation workflow and AI agent. It has an entire brain node attached to it, and whatever information here it's given, even if it's not pre-programmed, it can access the document, it can think on its own. Whether in case of AI automations, it is pre-programmed, and anything outside of its instruction, it's gonna throw an error. So let's get to our presentation. Before ending this video, I wanna briefly say where people make mistakes using AI agents for simple tasks. You do not have to use AI agents for simple tasks. You can basically set accurate design guardrail where it follows certain instruction and you are good to go. Mistake 2, the set and forget assumption. Always remember that both AI agents and AI automation require maintenance. Key characteristics: rule-based, follows pre-programmed instruction. If you know that your workflow is gonna strictly adhere to certain types of inputs, if an outcome situation, if this happens, that happens. If this happens, that happens. That's when you want to use AI automation. AI agents understands nuance and situation. If you want your workflow to understand nuances and context of the situation, like customer support, you're gonna go with AI agents. Same inputs always produces same output. As we said earlier, it should have same type of input and output. It's basically very fast and reliable when it comes to operations like this. Adaptive, learns from each interaction. Efficient, it's very fast and great for repetitive tasks. Goal oriented, focuses on outcome, not just rules. There's an unpredictable outcome. It's gonna access the documents as we have mentioned earlier, and it's gonna bring you an output. Can't handle unexpected situation, can handle unexpected situation which is not even programmed. So before ending this video, I want you to remember this golden rule. Use automation for predictable processes and agents for unpredictable interactions. So yeah, I just thought that anyone who is getting into this domain of AI should know the difference between these two. And if you are planning to build an AI powered business, follow this page, because I'm gonna be uploading video as many times as possible, as much value packed as possible, as quickly as possible. So watch this space. If you have any doubts about this video, just drop the comments down. I'd be happy to help. And yeah, I guess that's it.